Public speaking, PowerPoint, Canva, and bar graphs are often connected, but they actually don't really have anything to do with one another. They're more like in a situationship than a relationship. Like people are like, oh, I see them out together, like public speakers and always have a PowerPoint and they're cute, but I don't see no ring on that PowerPoint's finger. It's like that. People get confused thinking that public speaking means creating and delivering a really good PowerPoint, or that a good PowerPoint needs to have bar graphs and a bunch of data or bullet points. And none of that, what I just said, is true. So today we're going to talk about public speaking and presentation skills, why they're important for entrepreneurs, what the difference is between them, and how you can be better at them. All right, let's go.
Welcome to the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast with Aleya Harris. If you're looking for actionable ways to overcome communication and differentiation challenges by sharing radically authentic stories, you are in the right place. Listen in and learn how to stand in the power of your unique narrative to transform your personal life, business, and workplace culture. And now, your host, award-winning international speaker, strategic storytelling consultant, and Japanese whiskey lover, Ruby Coral's mom, Aleya Harris.
I remember like it was yesterday how good my PowerPoint skills used to be. I mean, I'm sure they're probably pretty good now, but I use Canva a lot. But my PowerPoint skills, I mean, like, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like my PowerPoint skills probably rival like the finest graphic design intern out there. I used to be super good at it, but I remember the moment when I realized none of that mattered. And it was when I had to stand in front of a room of the brightest minds in the food industry to talk about behavior change and communicating the current challenges within our food system. It was at the Google Food Lab, of which I had the opportunity to help organize when I was a Google vendor partner. And now I feel like I was a baby, but when I did it, I never thought that I would be speaking, but because I was in marketing and communication at the time, they're like, oh, you can teach us about communicating. And they offered me this amazing and beautiful platform. And I don't think I've ever been so nervous in my life. These were like the smartest people ever. What was I going to teach them? And oh, BT dubs. I couldn't use slides. So I, in all of my PowerPoint greatness, had nothing to rely on. I wasn't a subject matter expert. I couldn't use slides, and I couldn't like rely on my natural charm and wit because I was talking about like how to communicate that like people would be starving because of the lack of food in our supply system in the next 10 years. Like that's not a funny topic. It was not time for me to whip out my greatest stand-up routine, right? So I thought about how was I going to do this? Because up until that time, I really was just reading PowerPoints and calling myself a presenter. And this is way before I started my professional public speaking career. And I naturally gravitated to first listening and connecting. I knew my resources were in that audience. They were some of the brightest and smartest people. So I listened about what challenges were they having communicating and marketing their ideas and getting people to hear them. And so I told stories around marketing, and I told some of their stories, and I told some of my own. And then I found my space in that room of the world's greatest, brightest people in this area as a connector, as a through line, as the storyteller, not a subject matter expert, but someone who could craft and weave stories together. You know what? my presentation went really well because of the stories, because I listened, because I connected, because I knew my role. I received actual gifts. I received praise. They wanted to hear more. They wanted to take me aside and learn about my ideas on connecting and communicating. I was blown away. And even if I had used the greatest PowerPoint presentation in the world, it would not have done that. I had to be a presenter, not rely on a presentation. Because there is a difference between professional public speaking and presenting. Presenting is you have clear communication, you're able to articulate an idea. That's the baseline. The next level is professional public speaking, which in the last episode, you heard me talk about a professional public speaker as a performance artist who makes money by clearly communicating helpful ideas from the stage. I had to draw people in. I had to make them feel something. When you're a professional public speaker and not just a presenter, you rely on human connection as the currency for your ideas. You understand that in order for me to get you to move in your best interest, you have to not only feel connected to me, you have to feel connected to the problem I'm trying to get you to solve, to the solution, and to the emotion that motivates you to solve that problem. That human connection starts usually with the speaker telling their own crisis story. It usually starts with them being relatable, drawing people in, showcasing to them that there's a through line between their human experience and the audience's human experience. The other thing about why you should be a speaker, not just a presenter, is that when you show up, you make money. When you are able to be in front of a crowd, it's important to do because when you show your face, when you're making that human connection, it's the fastest way to make sales. It shortens the sales process. Humans are really just waiting to feel that they can trust someone before they give them their money. And you can spend months or even years emailing people. I've had people on my email list be on there for years before they buy from me. Or you can show up in front of their face, have a conversation, lead them through an experience from the stage, and watch them buy from you in the room. That's the difference. That's why you show up as a public speaker. It also builds your brand. It allows people to have something more than just those really cute photos of you on a couch barefoot, laughing at the camera in a fake way. Yeah, you. I see you. I've seen your website. That's what it looks like, isn't it? It's okay. Mine looks the same. It's okay. It's okay. But if I just have that and nothing else, then people wouldn't really be able to connect with me because it looks the same. You're going to connect with me as a human. You're listening to my voice right now. You know that I am way more than just the cute pictures of me on my website. The thing I also really like about public speaking is that, at least for now, AI can't do it. No one has built the robot version of you that can stand up on the stage with your personality and deliver and make that human connection, at least not yet. I feel like we're really far away from that, right? So you will be able to carve your niche out by getting more and more authentic. I don't know about you, but it's getting harder and harder for me to really understand what's real and what's not on the internet these days. Obviously, don't believe everything you see on the internet. That's always been like a mantra. But like nowadays, it's like really like you can't even believe your eyes. You can't even believe your ears. But you can believe at least more, not 100%, but more that at least the person standing in front of you is real. They're authentic. And if they're trying to make the connection with you, people are going to crave that connection more and more and more. Above all, no one can tell your story like you. So you get on that stage because you need to use the power of your own voice to tell your own story because someone needs to hear it from you. That's how you make money. That's how you shorten the sales process. That's how you build your brand. That's how you make human connection. That's how you separate yourself from AI designed content. You get up on that stage, you show up, and you do something that only you can do. People will book you because you are you. People book Aleya Harris. Oh my God, I'm talking to the third person. How nasty is that? People book me, Aleya Harris, because I am the only one who can do what I do. There is no one like me in the entire world. And the same is true about you. Right now, I'm going to lead you through a visualization to get you to feel some of this. So that you, if your why is a little weak and you're just like, why would I even get on this stage in the first place? Why is it important for me to have these skills as an entrepreneur? I'm going to guide you through a visualization that will hopefully help you understand your why. So if you're able to, take a deep breath in, exhale, close your eyes and get a little comfortable. I want you to visualize yourself standing on the stage. Doesn't really matter how many people are in the audience or not. And I want you to feel the spotlight warm on your face. You have a microphone in your hand. Your feet are firmly planted on the wooden stage and it's black and smooth. You're wearing an outfit that makes you feel pretty darn spiffy. And you're feeling a sense of ease and confidence because you know you have something important to say. You open your mouth and let stories fall out that help people see their problems in a new light, understand how to solve them with novel concepts, unique ideas, while they build the connection between you and them, between them and them, between them and the rest of the audience, and between them and a better version of the future they are choosing in this moment to design for themselves because of the experience you are guiding them through from the stage. You feel a warmth in your chest as you see yourself walk back and forth and hear the laughter of the audience, applause from the audience, dead silence as you can feel them soaking in every single word you are saying. It is magical, and you are the magician, conjuring up new beliefs, new paradigms, new perspectives, so that when each and every individual leaves that room, they are better for hearing you speak. You feel that warm spotlight on your face, reminding you that you are in fact connected. You're channeling the words from spirit, from the universe out into the audience, feeling light. There's no pressure here. There's no fear here. Why would there be? You know that whatever you say is exactly what they need to hear. So you take your time. You allow for breath. You allow for excitement. You allow for engagement. You allow for the experience to be exactly what it needs to be. As you hear your feet cross the stage, as you feel your hands in the air, because you know the excitement is real in the room. As you close both hands around the microphone and you hear yourself say the words, "Thank you." You also hear the thunderous applause that comes afterwards because you have just created an entire room of raving fans, an entire room of people who can't wait for their next interaction with you, an entire room of people who are fingering their credit cards in their pockets because they can't wait to buy whatever you are selling because you are captivating. You have taught them something about themselves and about their world that they would have never learned if they had not sat in front of you. And they know it. And you know it. And everyone in that room knows that the magic that you just created is only because of who you are, what you have done, and what you decided to offer to that audience today. You are a successful, professional public speaker who catalyzes change and growth for everyone in front of you. I invite you now to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and flutter your eyelids open. And join me here right back on the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast. Your next step right now is to gather your stories. Think about how each story could help people. Think about the through line between each story and how you and you alone can tell those stories and captivate an audience. To understand how to step on stage as a professional public speaker and a performance artist, you first have to understand yourself and understand that public speaking works. It works to grow businesses. It works to grow brands. And it's something that you uniquely can do to build your own brand. To get a jumpstart and dive more in depth into the world of becoming a professional public speaker, purchase my book, Spark the Stage, Master the Art of Professional Speaking and Authentic Storytelling to Captivate, Inspire, and Transform Your Audience on Amazon or at aleyaharris.com/book. If you're ready to get started with your journey to becoming a professional public speaker, getting hands-on feedback directly from me and a group of fellow budding professional public speakers, sign up for Spark the Stage at aleyaharris.com/spark. Your Spark steps, your homework, should you choose to accept it, is first to answer in your journal, why do I want to be on the stage? What benefits will it provide me? Really think this through. Get specific. And then I encourage you to listen to my free, yes, you heard me say it, free 99 masterclass to have me walk you through your first steps of getting on stage in the masterclass called Build Unstoppable Confidence and Book Speaking Gigs Without Feeling Like an Imposter. You can watch that at aleyaharris.com/masterclass. Thank you for joining me here today on the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast. My name is Aleya Harris, and as always, I wish you lots and lots and lots and lots of love, light, and abundance. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast with Aleya Harris. Vibing with what you hear? Leave a 5-star review to spread the love, and be sure to click subscribe. We wish you love, light, and abundance. See you next time.